Beautiful Hockenheim, Germany. It's actually not that beautiful right now. It is quite overcast. But this is Kid and Petter coming to you live from my mom's basement. I am joined by Bodhod and Kano. What's going on, guys?
Oh,
Hello.
I'm good as well.
Well, that is good to hear. Definitely looking forward to this. I have the weather report in my hand from the F1 meteorologists out there. It is overcast for both quali and the race, but we're not looking at any rain. But, you know, it could change at any given moment. I'm trying to see where everybody's at right now on track. I want to try to figure out who's going to get the first hot lap. But yeah, how do you guys feel about the race coming up? You guys raced yesterday or last night in the second tier here. Saw Kano get taken out just a few minutes ago. That was pretty funny.
Yep.
I think it should be a good race.
Yeah, well.
It usually is.
Well, there's plenty of places you can overtake. Particularly that hairpin's going to create a lot of overtaking opportunities. Short track, fast track, so qualifying should be close. But in terms of the racing, I'm looking forward to it. So if it's anything like last week's, then it should be a nice battle all down the field. So
Just hopefully this week we won't see that dilemma.
Yeah, maybe some less wheel banging. But Fenrique has joined. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get in here on.
Not in quali, no.
Yeah,
He'll be starting P15.
I think he lagged out as soon as he got in. And Arbar does set the first lap, but he is on hard. That's a 112.6. Just a
Lopez is on the softs. He's coming around into the last kind of bit here.
Yeah, to the stadium section. One of the coolest parts of any track in F1. Unfortunately, and Lopez is gonna.
Oh no! He almost he was just setting one of those kind of fake banker kind of soft laps, saying what he could do, seeing what he could do with a light load.
Looks like our championship leader here, Alp, on the hards, he's 3 seconds off the pace, so I think you must have made a mistake there, but still 13.5 minutes left. I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, he backed out. He's going on one right now. He just set the fastest first sector.
Everyone is, well, I guess DK is on the mediums. Wingit is on a flyer on the softs. But obviously it looks like these guys, pretty much everybody going for the hards off the bat.
I think if you go with the softs, you're going for track position, basically. Because the softs will not last very long. If at all. I mean, they don't last.
Yeah, by lap 3, lap 4, they'll be absolutely cooked. So all of these guys are looking like they want to qualify on the mediums. The medium to hard is probably the optimal strategy. Last season, DK did a soft to hard, which was a real stretch, but you got a really good result. So that is possible, but you're going to be very slow at the end of your stints. So I think medium hard is what these guys want to be on.
Yes.
It'll be good to see a couple of guys give the softs a go to get themselves up the order, because the softs are fast on like the 2 laps that they last. So we'll see who takes the gamble on that. But
this is weird. Lopez went in on the softs but came back out on the softs but didn't finish his lap, and it wasn't invalidated. So
I wonder if Lopez might have just blown his lap, ducked in. You know, we talk about
just reset his fuel.
Yeah, I think we talk about it every qualifying session, but the Alpha guys usually have something up their sleeves. And maybe Lopez is just going to go for track position after winning pole last weekend in Montreal. As we got some comments rolling in. Thanks everyone for tuning in to COS American Tier 1.
Yeah.
Let's see what Lopez does here, since he's the only one on softs at the moment on the fly.
So he's good there. That's the main one where everyone cuts, is turn 1. It's so easy just to get a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Purple sector 1. Which, to be fair, in fairness, should be what he should be striving for on those softs.
Yeah. If qualifying softs, you really have to be in the top 2 rows.
Yes, and you want to get going right off the bat, because if you do not create a buffer to those mediums and even the hards, I mean, the medium guys, yes, last night were catching up to the soft guys after about what 3-4 laps because the tires were gone.
Yeah, I started on
medium
softs
guys
last
were
night,
going.
and I was being caught by like lap 2, lap 3, so lap 4 I ended up hitting because they were just that bad, so it really is a gamble with their softs, but...
I went for the medium until I got like hit instead, hit from the rear.
And
Hey,
Lopez
did it
doing...
again. I'm telling you, I think he's just wasting time.
Maybe he's
I don't think
people.
I think he's just saying he doesn't want to use his softs. Basically, he's just made that obvious. In both times doing that. I kind of figured he might, but when he went out on the softs again, I thought for sure maybe he might. Arbar is out on the softs. Now that's not his fastest lap, because his fastest lap was indeed on the hards, but Arbar's elected to go out on the softs, so I don't know if he's seen what Lopez was doing and reacted to it, but maybe if he looks on the charts he'll be told Lopez is not going on the softs.
Bean will get P2 for Bean, I believe. Alp is, yeah, he's on a hot lap right now on those medium, or on the hard compounds as well.
He's invalidated.
Did he?
Yes, he is. He's coming through turn 1 right now. Or turn 3?
Going straight from hards to softs. That is interesting.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I was thinking. It says purple sector 1, so very quick first sector. This is the two tricky spots. Is obviously turn 1 and I think it's what, turn 4? I'd like to say. Or do we not count the dink out of turn 2 as a turn? Do we call it? Do they calculate it as a turn?
It happens turn 5, I think.
Yeah, the tire pin.
Is it? I don't know.
They do count the dink as a turn.
I guess, and then they count. Yeah, I'm not 100%. Should be turn 4 or turn 5, yeah. But that's the one where most of the big accidents, if they are going to occur, will occur on that one. Especially from the other tiers we've seen. Oh, Arbar does back out of the lap, so I think he was just seeing again another guy just seeing what he had on pace.
Oh no, the hairpin is turn 6. So
Is
apparently,
it?
yeah. So turn 1 is turn 1. What we would have thought was turn 2 and 3. They've counted that as 3 corners for some reason. And then the kink on the straight's turn 5, and the hairpin's turn 6. So
one. Okay, so they classify that. Okay, wow. Okay.
So it's like a 90-degree turn for 2, and then that little turn for 3, like the one where you swing around to go around onto the straight. They've counted that as a turn, apparently. Huh. So
crazy.
That's the official track map.
Yeah, certainly. Good to know. That is interesting.
Okay, Lopez has gone back out on the softs again.
Yep.
I'm not even gonna. I don't know what to think now. To be honest with you, I mean, every time I see him out there, I think he's gonna set it, and then he doesn't. So whether he's wasting time or just playing with me, he surely got me in a bottle.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much everybody. I thought Element was about to put a hot lap down, but yeah, he pits last second as well. Who wants it? I don't know if anybody
DK's
wants
actually gone out on the softs, and I believe he will indeed set a lap because I think he knows he needs to get a different kind of strategy for himself, just to get him. Even if you do the 2-stop strategy, it's not actually that you may not be in it at the end, because there is also a possibility of safety cars and VSCs. The 1-stop obviously is your preferred, but if you can make that 2-stop work and you get a late caution while on that second tire before you make your last stop, I mean, if it's in the last few laps, you can put on a set of softs and you'll be the fastest guy out there. Oh, DK almost loses it, but saves it. Nice save, just like last night. as he comes to onto turn 5, which is the long
Well
hanging
taken, mate.
straight, I guess. Down into turn 6, gets the braking zone really good, well in. Traction down early enough, very good. I guess that's turn 7, up to turn 8, or down to turn 8, should I say. Into turn 9 and 10, right?
I don't know, I'll pull the map up again.
See where that sector time is. He is half a
Purple
second
sector
up.
2, as he comes into the stadium section, out with a 111.4. Oh, DK gets a little bit of the outside rubber that's been burned down. It goes a little wide, but
Ooh, goes really
and he
wide.
goes wide again. Yep.
Yeah, and he's gonna
backs out.
give it up. It was a good lap from Alp there. He missed it. I didn't even realize he was on a hot one, but yeah.
Yeah.
11.4 on the mediums. I think most of the
Now,
guys in here would be.
Arbar's lap was on the hard, so I'd like to see what he's gonna do if he does indeed go out on the mediums like it's set up to be.
We've got a couple.
Wingit goes third with his first soft lap of 112.7, so there's that. I think that was it, yeah. DK.
I think Juventus went round on this lap.
Yeah,
So
Juventus
Eustace
did.
is about to
I
get
think
one.
so, on the hards, a 13.8. He had a very good race last night with Fatal. I'm pretty sure Fatal won, but he was very good in second, so see what he can do tonight. Same with DK, I'm not too sure where he ended up finishing, because on my stuff, but yeah.
Useless is up into P2 on the mediums. Looks like we're gonna have a few guys coming through here. Raidcon into P3 on the mediums. I believe
Okay, I
Berzy and Nicholas are somewhere out here. Yeah, Nicholas is entering the third sector here shortly. So
Yeah. If I'm correct, I don't know if Lopez is, well, he's definitely wasted time, but now's the question, does he choose the hards or the mediums? It looks like everyone, or most people, are trying to start on the mediums.
You wouldn't choose hards, would you?
No, I don't think that would work to start with, but I have seen people yesterday do it, and it seemed to work for them, so...
P2 for Nicholas was still half a second off of Alp's pace up there. Wonder if anybody can catch up on this. Definitely pretty impressive.
I'd like to see Lopez pace-wise, and Arbar especially. Because Arbar had a 112.669 on the hard, so he'll be there, because I think the hard to the medium, I don't know exactly what the gap would be, but I think it's at least a second, I would think.
Not sure what happened to Swarner. I thought he was on a hot lap, but he is slowed down. I think he might be trying to get another one here on the mediums.
Maybe not, because he's still in 5. He's still in hot mode, so...
I think he just turned it up for the stadium section.
Oh, okay.
Because he was saving into it.
Yeah, he is. And he invalidates. No.
Did he?
Yes.
Yeah, for some reason my track map is glitching. I can't see purple or red on it.
Well, I'll tell you if they go red.
Yeah,
Or purple. You tell me who you're on board with and I'll help you out.
I think
Alp is on a hot lap.
Yeah, Arbar's on a hot lap right now. He's exiting sector 1. I'm reading some of the comments. Domrez says Solo Williams, yeah, only 14 guys. Is it a holiday? I don't know, unless these guys are watching the NASCAR race. I'm not sure. Exactly.
Enrique still joins, that puts up to 15.
Enrique will be, and Terry unfortunately couldn't make it tonight, and Mitch must have been the same. So, and I think we have a couple open seats, I believe. So, I'm not too sure though on that thing, but be interesting to see what Arbar as he comes into the last few corners here in the stadium section.
Arbar is, I think he's gonna get up there a little bit more.
Yes, he does.
P2 for Arbar. Arbar does have a lot of pace around here.
Nicholas is on track for P2 at the moment, just come through the stadium section.
Bean is, yeah, third as well, so...
Second.
Interesting.
This is Nicholas's third lap on these mediums. I'm not sure.
The mediums last quite a while, and if you're going to go to the hard, that doesn't really matter.
Gets back, well, he does get back up to
1:11.7, so that's a real good lap there. Element is in 5th with a 1:12.1. Useless is in the pits. Blank on an outlap, but I don't think he'll make it around.
Lopez finally sets a lap and goes P5 on the mediums, so he has to pick those yellow tyres.
I was trying to find him, he was all the way
down there and actually gets pipped by Juventus. Juventus with a 1:11.8 on the mediums. Wow, that's a good lap. And now a 1:11.3 just to say, you know what, I can go faster, guys. No big deal.
Yeah, he's just going to break everyone's back there.
I think Al doesn't want to leave it down to chance to win this week with all the argy-bargy that went on last week and the double stacking with his teammate. I don't think he wants that chance.
DK just got, he barely got through on soft, so I think he's going to make a run at pole here. Not
yes,
sure if
and
he's
he is
go
up by 2/10. It did say negative and minus 0.204 is what it was for the first sector, so it will be interesting to see.
I believe Swan has just retired on track.
Yes, he did, but he is behind DK, so
one of it is
no. Yes. As he goes purple sector 2, 7/10. Oh, he invalidated. No.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, my man.
He was on track.
Oh, yeah.
He was on track to be right into that top kind of 6-7.
Unfortunate, because he was on for a very good lap time too. He was up 7/10 on Alp's lap, so or is, I don't know if it was his lap or indeed Alp's, but it was the fastest sector 1 and 2, so fortunately that corner just, I mean, it's very easy to corner cut that one because you like to take a little bit of that inside green curb to help.
Yeah, I think he wanted more and more, and he honestly could have just backed it down to like 80% there.
Yeah.
Up there.
But you know what? I like his effort. He was 100% in, and then he was 100% out as soon as it was over.
Yep, Ryder did get himself up the leaderboard. He would have remembered last year knowing that he just about got a podium. But yeah, anyway. While we were looking at him, quick shout out to him. He's got his birthday tomorrow, so happy birthday to DK. But anyway, qualifying is finished. Alp takes pole by 3/10 over Nicholas. Juventus is 3rd, Arbar 4th, Bean 5th, Lopez 6th. It's quite close between P3 all the way down to, wow, really P8. Spawner P7, Element P8, and then you get a little bit of a gap to Useless and Blank, and they're all starting on the mediums. Outside of that, they've got free choice of tire. We might see a couple of them start on the hard. So it's looking like it's a good race.
Yeah, I think if someone like Burzy down there all the way in dead last can start on hards and keep his nose clean through the first few sectors, you know, that could come back around to him. Yeah, get some decent points here. So guys in the
race, by the way.
Yeah,
he is in the race.
Just lagged out when we loaded in, but yeah, if you guys in the comments want to give me your predictions, and then if you two want to give me some predictions, I'm all for it.
Oh dear Lord. Considering last week my predictions were way off, I don't want to count out. I'm not going to go against Alp. If Alp gets away and gets an early lead, I think he'll be able to coast. Fenrique at the back, depending on what tires he starts on, he had a monster race last week. Absolutely monster race, so can't count him out. Nicholas has been there consistently, definitely battling, so can't count out him. But to be honest with you, I gotta go with my Alpha boys. I think they'll be, one of them will be P3. I would love for them to be 2 and 3, but I think Alp will come away with the win. So but I won't count out Juventus either because he had a good race last night too. So
Yeah, and I mean, Bob, what do you think? Because I think it's gonna ultimately be Alp, but I'm not gonna count out Nicholas.
I'm gonna go opposite and say Nicholas will win the race. I reckon Alp will get I reckon Alp will get P2, so we go Nicholas, Alp, and I reckon Arbar will get up on that podium.
you think? Okay, that's a good choice, I guess. I mean, Nicholas has been thereabouts every race.
Yeah,
without.
I think that's only won once, so his pace has been consistent the whole season so far. So,
but he won't be able to have any of that champagne afterwards. It'll be the fake champagne.
Yeah, Maddie in the comments says he's got Alps, he's got Alp Nicholas, and who knows third, but he does bring up that Fenrique is probably going to provide some fireworks starting from P15. I would tend to agree. I would tend to agree with that.
Mercedes, which he had lots of success in last season.
So he's definitely got something he's familiar with. So I think he'll be pretty happy that he's in the Mercedes. To be honest with you, I mean, I know it won't matter because he'll be giving his points to the correct team, which is the McLaren. But last week he had a really good race at the USA, and he was able to spin out, come through the field, pit, and pick back off all through the field in, I think it was under like 6 laps. So it'll be cool to see what we're gonna get from this grid. But
One more interesting thing. Every single person's on mediums, so that's something to watch as well. Should be a straight race the whole race.
Yeah, interesting. All right, well, we are ready to go here for the last time for the foreseeable future. Lights out from Hockenheim. There we go. Let's see what kind of start Alp can get. Looks like Nicholas is going to get the jump on him into one of the tightest first corners you're going to see. Looking back
that
here,
should be a warning, though.
looks like everybody has gotten cleared. Let's see if we got any fireworks up front. Bean has made a couple of positions up into P4.
Oh, Alp gets really loose.
Ooh.
Loses another space.
And I think
His
Bean's going to
tires
get him
aren't
as
up
well.
to temp yet.
And he might lose another one again.
Oh, look at
Yeah, because
boy,
Arbar
look at
makes
these
it
guys.
3 wide.
Oh, jeez.
But he bails out. He bails out, so he was smarter. He was thinking long run. Lopez beside now. Lopez with a run on Arbar gets it done. Lopez up to 5th. Bean hits that inside grass a little bit.
Yeah, Alp did a great job not losing position there. Or anymore.
So
I
a
thought
little
Bean
bit
was
of an
winning for sure.
interesting fact for you, Kitten, by the way. We have Lopez and Bean, but this time Lopez is trying to pass Bean this week. So with the fireworks that happened last week, I really want to see some good overtakes from the both of them because they really were fast last week and just unfortunately ended up coming together. So tonight I really want to see what they've got for pace as Nicholas is trying to get that second gap to Juventus, but he's not able to do it. And Juventus is actually smarter and is saving his ERS while Nicholas is actually having to push. There's about a 20 cent difference.
Yeah, Alp is. Yeah, I think Alp is just gonna save as much as he can and wait for Nicholas's tires to run themselves off. Is he hasn't gotten away too much.
Ooh, Useless with a move up on the inside of Swarner. Getting the elbows out there on that one. He sent it, but I like to see. It was a good time move. I mean, it wasn't a bad move. It just he just didn't get it to, work out.
There's been DK or Barton at the back as well. Very, very close racing. But
Looks like
Nicholas is really trying to stretch it. It's really the second half of sector 2 and sector 3. You really have to stretch it because the 3 DRS zones in a row. The sector 1 and the first half of sector 2.
Ooh. I was on board for Enrique as he almost lost it coming through the stadium section. He's already made up 3 positions, so he is our biggest mover as we speak. Blank goes a little bit wide. Raidcon is right there, so Enrique's made a couple spots already in the early going, and it looks like he might actually be ready to make another one, but Raid goes to block off on the inside, and Enrique comes for the switchback.
I think Enrique's going to be able to get in here, though. He's going to get a way better run out. Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting squeezed, but he can't squeeze him anymore. And he's got that straight line speed. Wow. Look at that. As he gets the move done. Both with, by the way, both with DRS on that one. So that was a straight fight down there. And Enrique just made the move. So
yeah,
he's making
you bring up the biggest mover is definitely Enrique through the first part of this race, up 4 spots. Everyone else has been uniform for the most part, either up 1, down 2, up 1, down 1, whatever. Wing It, unfortunately, not sure what happened to him, but he dropped well off the pace, and I think Bersey is now back there behind him. That is the biggest gap on track. About 2.5
yes,
seconds.
it is. Those two have just unfortunately ended up not being able to stick with the field right now. Juventus is going a little bit wide, so it's kind of compromising out because he doesn't know where to go. Bean with the fastest lap, so Bean's catching up. Lopez is still there. It's just basically going to be a train all the way to Swarner, and then there's another train.
Yeah.
But Swarner's still near the train, but he's just out of reach. So if Useless really wants to get the move, now is the time. As he is opening up that DRS and he's in overtake.
Yeah, he's got a lot of ERS saved up for this. Swarner's been on the button trying to hold him back. Yeah, the Useless was always going to get that position. Though.
Yeah, Swarner was trying for the switchback. It unfortunately didn't end up.
Fenrique just got it done. Fenrique just got it done on blank. He is up to P10 into points already. After 4.5 laps. Yeah, he's coming pretty fast. Whoa.
He's honestly, since last week, it's probably given him that confidence. So coming into this week, he's probably the most confident driver out there, being that he is the last person to win a race. I don't know if he's the only one other than Alp to win a race. I think that's correct, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Alp's the only one that's won except for him. So far.
So he's got a lot of confidence for this week, and he sure shows it as he sets the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, right after Arbar had set the fastest one.
No! Elements out. He lost it on turn 1. He hit.
Oh no! Oh, he
hit the curb, and the back end just went.
We got a safety car here, and that's unfortunate. Nicholas just broke DRS.
This is an interesting one because you could technically decide to put on another set of mediums and then extend it out. No, wait, you couldn't do it. But you could go the hards now and I guess pit again if you wanted to.
You could probably just make the hards last by the time you go racing again. It'd be a close call. But it's kind of 3 laps too early for these guys.
Yeah.
It'd be really interesting to see what they choose.
Do you think anyone would go on and maybe put on some mediums and just maybe try and, get a fresh set?
Obviously, you could go medium soft to the end, but...
That's what I was thinking, but you'd have to take those mediums quite a long way.
Yeah,
you'd have to take them.
I'm not sure. I think everybody's caught up now, so no one's really going to get an advantage out of it.
You could maybe go soft hard even. So Nicholas is in.
Okay, so Nicholas actually goes in, yeah.
Alp is also going to stay out.
Staying out.
I wonder if Nicholas is going to go for the hards.
Looks like
Useless is in and Swarner is in.
Blank, Raidcon.
Raid.
Fenrique's getting up there now. He'll be in 6th, so that's a good start for him.
Yeah.
He's setting another set of mediums for Nicholas.
He had just set the fastest lap too. I don't think he has to really mess with anything.
For Useless.
Interesting.
Swarner mediums, Blank softs. And Ray is mediums. Oh, is Swarner on the hards?
I think
yes, he is. Yes,
I think Swarner's going to try to ride this one out for the rest of the race. Hopefully.
To be honest with you, it's not a bad idea.
I honestly like that better than throwing on the softs or the mediums at this point.
That's what I said.
Because everybody's going to have to pit.
Mediums wasn't a bad idea. I didn't think the mediums was a bad idea.
I'm surprised no one else went on hards because I believe you can stretch these 28 laps if you have to. I think that's definitely.
I guess. So, how many laps I wonder these softs could do? So, I guess on the safety car you get at least another lap, because we should be going either this time by or next time. So, I mean, lap 7 would be your start. You could probably take them, what, 8 laps? On a fresh set? pushing it, but 7 or 8 laps. So
yeah, if this is going to be anything like the first few laps, I think everybody's going to be pushing pretty hard. So I think the softs are going to wear out even quicker.
The only thing I can think of is either he didn't change it quick enough, or he's banking on another safety car where he can just pop in and put on another set of mediums.
Yeah. And it looks like, yeah, safety
And
car will
hopefully
be
make
out.
some positions up with these softs
the
that
safety car
he's
is out
got.
for one more lap here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the benefit is really, because you're going to have to make up all that track position again, but you haven't really gained a pit stop out of it if you use this in blank, because everyone still knows the pit, so it's an interesting move.
Yeah, so Juventus will be in the lead here. He had been defending pretty hard on Alp prior to that safety car. I'm not sure Alp is going to be too thrilled with him. He might want to get this done ASAP and then build a gap to Nicholas, who will have to stop once again.
Yes.
Yeah, Lopez out to P4. Pretty good run from him. He got R-bar. I think that was one of the things that I was looking for. I'm not sure. I feel like one of these two will finish on the podium. Don't quote me.
I have a feeling Enrique is going to be there.
Yeah, that's true. Fenrique.
This man's gone up 9 spots already in 7 laps. I know safety car helped him out with some pit stops, but still, he was up to P10 starting last after 3 or 4 laps. I mean, brilliant.
Yeah, and I can't say that I'm surprised. Definitely expected him to make up some spots, obviously with the pit cycle, but he was making up about a second a lap, set the fastest lap right before the safety car came out, and he was gaining. So I think he's definitely going to be one to watch here on the restart. But Juventus is going to bunch these guys up. He is now the de facto safety car, as we see the AMG heading into the pits through the stadium sector. I'm gonna miss this place, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I like it.
Hopefully they bring it back.
Yeah. I always enjoy driving here.
Anyway, has he gone?
He is gone.
Yes.
Yeah, he is
going.
gone.
He's gone
He's
early.
gone. He is trying to clear. Oh, big oversteer coming out of there. Cool tires.
He did end up getting, I mean, a decent gap to go at the start, but it's just Alps just pulled it back after that little twitch.
Looked like one of the Toro Rossos went wide out of turn 1. I think that was DK.
Yeah, Nicholas sent it up the inside, and now DK's under pressure from Bursey and
Oh yeah, these guys are.
well,
Oh boy, these guys are. This is.
Oh my God, this is not gonna work. Wow, nice space, boys. Nice space.
Jeez Louise.
Nice
And
space,
Blank's
boys.
back
Nice
there
space,
too.
boys.
Yeah, good move
And
from.
Blank's in this too. Blank's coming up here too on these softs. So the two softs.
There's an Alpha end plate on the track.
That's
who's that
Lopez.
It's got to
That's
be Lopez. Yeah,
Yes, it is.
he's up there on the back of Bean.
Bean.
Yeah, it looks like that left front end plate is off.
That's gonna hurt him big time. Because R-Bar is right on him saying, let me go, let me go.
Boy, Nicholas back there.
Oh my God, Fenrique, where were you? I didn't even see Fenrique. He snuck in behind there. He was right with R-Bar. He thought about making a move
you can see the gap starting to form between the first line and the second one. Lopez defending pretty hard. Nowhere to really pass with less downforce, especially in the third sector there. R-Bar does get a 3-second penalty,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I think that's important. He really needs to clear him as soon as possible so he doesn't doesn't lose the slipstring and
And then
DRS.
Fenrique's going to send it in there.
Big contact.
Oh, Fenrique gets loose. And Nicholas is through.
Look at
This
that.
is putting Nicholas through.
And
Nicholas is actually making up these spots on these fresh tires.
yeah, I
feeling
think Lopez definitely made that easier for these guys. He really
Nicholas
bunched them up with the
2-1.
less. Oh my God!
Free wide.
Oh,
Clean
They
boys.
just didn't get the traction out of it, but
man,
he went
Lopez
for that
gets
2 for
back
1. He
in
is
front of
really
this train. This is going to be. These guys need to get past Lopez.
Now,
This is
interesting
already-
fact, Useless is
Oh,
now...
oh no,
Lopez is
Lopez
now-
loses it.
Nicholas.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah,
lost it.
yeah, he just he lost it on the curb.
unfortunate. Now, to be fair, Nicholas hasn't lost too much time. He hasn't got any wing damage. I don't think I can.
Yeah, right
yes, he
front
does.
input.
Sorry, the terrible camera angle didn't let me see it, but yeah, now I can. So that's gonna hurt him now.
That's unfortunate.
Well, you kind of have to at that stage, as Juventus gets a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, I think Blank lost out on that too. Wing it up to 7.
Three 3-second time penalties in the space of 1 corner.
Yeah, these you know, if you can keep it at 3, then you'll be fine. Definitely at league average there. Very hard not to cut turn 1. Unfortunately for Lope. Oh, let's see. That's Fenrique going around our bar now.
Ooh, nice move. I didn't think he was going to get stopped in time, but
side by side.
Oh, yes, they are.
Juventus makes the move. Oh, no, sorry, he was in front. He covers Alp off. Yeah, Alp was slightly in front just for a moment, but Juventus managed to get it back. Alp runs a bit wide
now,
and gives a slight breathing room.
If I'm correct, Bean should be still, I don't know, we didn't have the standings unfortunately tonight, guys, but I believe this is the fight between first and second in the championship, Bean and Alp, so interesting to see.
Well, yeah.
Oh, and Nicholas, yes.
Yeah, that's the top 3 right now, but Alp does have quite the advantage on the rest of the field, so.
I believe so. As Fenrique again the fastest lap, so he's going to be catching these guys.
14s now from Fenrique. He's throwing down the hammer. I think Alp's going to want to get past Juventus as quick as possible because you can probably see him coming in the rear view.
Who said Fenrique was doing? Who had experience in the Mercedes before? Was it you, Kitten, or?
No, that was Bud. Yeah.
Him and Alp were
Mercedes teammates. Whoa! Whoa! Looks like Juventus tried to squeeze him. It looks like
Nicholas is pitting now, so I think he's going to take hard to the end.
Yeah.
Now, interesting to know, Useless is actually there too. So Useless and Blank as well. He's a little bit behind. I mean, he's ahead of the second curve, but Useless has really put these tires to good use so far. I mean, with the Nicholas and Lopez incident, I mean, yes, he was gifted a couple spots, but P5, you're on the softs, you're catching the front guys, they're all in together. I mean, this is the time where if you're gonna eke the rest out of them, right? I mean, before pit stops, where everyone will pit as Juventus dives into the pits to go on the hard, so. I mean, it's not a bad idea for Useless because, really and truthfully, what he's done is got himself the fastest lap right now.
Yeah. This Fenrique gets a 3-second.
Yes. On top of that, he's now set himself up when they go on the hards. I mean, he's on the same strategy.
Yeah.
Or he could put on the mediums. I mean, if he thinks they can make it, I mean, then he's on the faster tire choice, and he has an opportunity to go for the win, so.
Yep, he's proven me wrong. Yep, I doubted that strategy. I wasn't sure if they'd be able to make up so many positions, but they definitely have, so well done to them. Looking in a good position now.
I think Blank is trying to make a move here on Wing It. But Wing It does have quite a bit of ERS. Let's see if he jumps to the left here. No, he can't get it done.
He's teasing him.
Yeah, I think Blank on these softs, they're gonna run off especially quick if he stays this close behind Wing It.
These cars will be pretty even on pace now.
Yeah.
Interesting. Did anyone check the? I'm just checking the leader. So Juventus has an 18.5 gap right now to Alp. So I think, if I'm correct, Alp will come out. They'll come out real close together again. So Blank pits. So I think he's going for the hards. Yes, he is.
And Useless is going to stay out one more lap. I think Bean and Fenrique going for the overcut here.
13 positions, by the way, for Enrique right now.
Well, the overcuts help prevent Alp. He's got a larger gap to you than he did before.
Yes, he does. He has a 1.2, almost. Yeah, 1.2.
That was easy as you like from Fenrique around the outside boomer. Now Useless is going to try to get past B, and I think those tires have to be given up. For Useless. I don't think.
I mean, I'm looking at the tire wear right now, and it doesn't actually look too bad. I mean, Bod, give me a second opinion, but the tires actually don't look too bad on his car. his pace is still pretty good. I mean, he's sticking with the medium guys, so I mean they haven't fallen off a cliff. So
yeah, we've got
now, I mean,
we've got advanced telemetry coming in through the through the comments on the Twitch stream here. IGK Raikkonen with the telemetry on each driver. He says that Enrique's tires are still in good shape, even after 13 laps. Not sure how that works, but I think there's a glitch
I'm on
in
the app right
Codemasters.
now. Actually, I'm looking at it as we speak. I can basically see all sectors, penalties, and I can see. I don't know if I can see. I can't see tire life or anything, but
who needs
the check temp?
That's interesting. I might have to look at it later.
Yeah, who needs Amazon Web Services when you've just got IGK?
It does give
here?
me. Yes, it does. If you go over the damage on this thing, it gives me every tire. So
Wow.
because
That's awesome.
but it only gives me Enrique right now because it says useless has 0%. I'm not too sure what. I don't know if I'm right.
I believe Juve came out ahead of Bean, but I think Bean got him as soon as he came out there. Alp is
As
in
useless
the lead.
dives
He
in.
does have
As
2
Enrique.
laps.
I want to see what Enrique is going to do on the hard too. I really do. I mean, the way he was going on those mediums, he was absolutely lightning quick. Useless the same thing on the softs. I mean, he's caught up to this pack, so interesting to see how everything's going to come out after everything. As out comes through the straight, he will get the lead.
And if you look at this,
Enrique.
Swarner and Raidgon here, they threw on the hards early, and here they are in 1 and 2. I'm not sure how long they're going to be able to hold off on Alp, who is about 5 seconds behind him, but definitely paid off for good points from Swarner, especially, and Raidcon, his teammate right behind him.
It'll be a massive stretch to get them to the end, but I mean it's not impossible. So
I mean, I think they'll at least
really
get.
result.
Yeah, they could definitely get some good points out of it, and I think Raidcon
guys.
only has 1 so far, so he definitely needs it.
Guys, look at fourth. Look who's in fourth place. Look who has got the ultimate strategy going right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
jumped in.
starting last, and you're in P4 after pitting. This man's got some pace the last couple weeks, man.
He always does.
see.
Enrique, hey, there's 2 things about Brazilians. They don't like downforce, and they have bad internet. But I mean, he's definitely proven, as he has a huge moment there. Don't want to curse him, but Bean Sandwich is right on his gearbox. They both pit.
And Juventus
one lap
and
away.
Useless, I think, is going to come around here as Alp actually sets the fastest lap time. So interesting to see. But like you were saying, I mean, right now the Renaults do have a 1-2. I mean, Alp is catching them at quite a bit of pace because he took, I think, 1.2, 1.4. Oh, Blank retired. Safety car, maybe?
He's put it in the wall.
Oh, he did.
Same place that Element lost it. Really,
I
think
wonder if
there's.
it won't be a safety car. No VSC, no nothing.
That's interesting.
Nothing. Wow.
That's the same
Well,
exact
that game's so
incident.
weird.
Yeah.
But I guess there was still people. But Lopez was going by. DK had to go by. That's weird. I was just saying yellow flag sector 1. So I mean, go racing, boys.
Yep.
Now, a good thing to know.
This one.
I guess just maybe how many people had to go through it, maybe, because there's only 2, I guess, when Blank lost it. But Swan is actually saving a lot of his ERS, so he's not really pushing. Neither is Raycon. But I wonder if Raid will try and kind of keep out, like, kind of held up a little bit so he can let Swarner get a little bit of a gap. Maybe he'll be the teammate that's just, you know, right out.
Alp
Swarner does have
is,
a 3-second time penalty
yeah,
too. So
Alp is in the lead here. I'm watching. I'm checking out this telemetry too. This is
Yeah,
this is really.
this link.
Yeah, this is really cool. I did not know people could do this.
It gives you all the tires too. Like it gives you every tire for
here
the
now. Arbar's going to make a move on Useless. I think a good move to come back from Useless. A little bit of contact there, but I think Useless is going to get back out in front.
Our bar should get back out in front
Oh,
of
yeah,
you.
yeah,
Okay,
okay,
I
okay,
think
yeah,
he would
he
have to
did.
give the spot back to go him wide. But
He did lose quite
he
a bit
thought about
of,
the switchback again.
Yeah,
Thought better of it at the last second.
Yeah, Arbar just has better tires right now. Definitely, definitely warm. I think it takes probably about 3 or 4 laps around here to get
Yeah,
up
it does, easily. And especially if the track temp's going down, because it's an overcast day, right? So tire temps aren't too hot. I mean, that would have made a difference. I mean, he probably could have took the mediums to the end, but smarter choice is to try
10.
and
I love
down these hard.
these helicopter shots. Whenever they need to do more helicopter shots going through the stadium
They
section.
do.
Alright, Alp is now closing in on Swarner. He is net in the lead. He does not have a penalty
Yes.
yet, so he should be able to make this move pretty easily. I think Swarner's just going to hang on to those hards for as long as he can, and maybe try to get the top 5 here, whenever it didn't really look feasible to start.
Enrique has got by Cone as well, by the way, so up to third. He's on the podium spots now as we speak, so. Starting P15 up to P12. Ray Cone has done the same thing, up 7 spots. Swanner's up 6 spots. Biggest loser, Nicholas.
Yeah, definitely Nicholas races, it was ruined. I think he had a really good chance of winning this thing, but unfortunately he was just in the wrong place, wrong time. Quinn Lopez spun in front of him. I'm still not sure if there was contact there. I think somebody in the comment section mentioned that there was contact. I mean, we got a yellow flag somewhere. I think that's Wingit. Oh, Wingit's around. Looks like he caught.
He is.
Yeah, Wingit caught too much curb coming out of that fast right-hander entering the stadium section.
The only problem with these hards is they don't have, at this track I just felt like they didn't have the grip. They just didn't feel like you were fully able to push the car, like you had to lift at most corners as Lopez gets that 3-second time penalty.
And I think Alp is going to get him here. Yeah, I don't think there's really any point of fighting it if you're Swarner at the moment. You might just want to keep those tires for as long as you can.
Yep, he knows he'll be dropping down the field, but we just want to be keeping it clean and not lose time. It's all about kind of keeping the time up.
Okay, so until everyone's done the telemetry, we won't get everyone's car. That's why there's 0%. But the people that have made it available, which we appreciate, because we have a few guys. Fenrique's actually got the best tires as we speak. The youngest, so if he can actually look at the gap between him, Swarner, and Out, it's right there. It's gonna be a race between these two. I know Fenrique has a 3-second time penalty, but if he can get up to Out at the pace he's going, I'd hate to say it, but he's looking like he might do it again.
I mean,
This time, I mean,
I think Fenrique definitely has the most pace here. That 3-second time penalty is definitely going to come into play, I think, as long as Alp keeps it clean.
Ooh. He's really, really caught up now. Swarner's actually staying without, so he's in it too. So, I mean, we have a 3-way battle here, guys.
Yeah.
This is
from
interesting.
From the IGK telemetry, it does say that Fenrique has low fuel. That is why he is going a lot faster. I think Alp is saving more fuel than Fenrique. So yeah, so Fenrique has a lighter car right now. I think he's probably just got to throw in the lean as we get a little bit later on. Yeah, I think Swarner doing a pretty good job here, hanging out of the back of Alp. I thought he was going to drop back a lot faster, but he's just kind of following Alp around.
This telemetry is very good. Swarner with another 3-second warning there, so that's unfortunate for him to get another one, but DK gets one too.
Here we got some close battles a little bit further down the grid. I'll continue to keep my eye up there, but Lopez is extremely close to Nicholas for P9, and it looks like Useless is closing in on R-Bar now that their tires have kind of evened out. guess we'll head back up to the front as Fenrique is probably going to get a move
My
done.
my
Let's see him on the
question
next
for
lap.
you guys is, do you think, if I'm Fenrique, obviously he's saving ERS right now, but do you think he should save a little bit of fuel just because of what Alp is doing?
I mean, he might be doing that right now. I think he might have just used more of the rich mixture to get up into this battle.
Right. Fair enough. I mean, how much fuel does it say he has? I'm not looking right now, but it'd be interesting to know what the fuel loads are between the two of them.
Apparently
it looks like...
about plus half a lap, and Alp's got nearly plus 2.
Okay, so Fenrique really doesn't have the fuel load to right now to battle with Alp if Alp indeed does switch it up a gear.
Lopez going for some moves on Nicholas here through the stadium. Not a place where you would typically overtake. But it looks like it's a matter of time. I think that he just has better pace on these hards. As he gets another 3 second
penalty, yeah. Fenrique is just kind of chilling behind Swarner.
You're finishing Raidcon.
He might make a move here.
He sends it.
Oh, good move. Good move. They touch. But, I mean, it was a good move. They were side by side. It was fair.
That was a nice move, yeah. I don't think anyone can complain about that.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I just love when the game forces you to put your hand up. It's like, okay, I guess I can drive with one hand.
Fenrique is now saving fuel. So I think now that he's in front of Swarner, he'll definitely be able to save. And, you know, he's not even outside of ERS range on Alp. So,
no, he is not. And I think...
One mistake from Alp and it's game on.
Oh no, you just jinxed it.
I did
you
just
jinxed it.
Sorry, Fenrique. Sorry. No.
I guess the fuel saving is over.
Yeah, it's the curse of the commentator there.
So now Soren and Fenrique are actually fighting for position because they got the same penalties. But it looks like Fenrique is got the straight line speed because he's using no ERS. And he caught up to Alp with the DRS, and if he is saving fuel like Alp is, I mean, that was a monstrous gap he just closed on him. Like, he is right on his door now. It is going to be interesting to see.
Yeah.
I mean, Fenrique had some penalties last week, if I'm correct, and he still managed to keep a gap to second place. I mean, different tires at the time, but be interesting to see with same compounds. He's made it through the field. Can he get one more position? Butthud, do you know if anyone's done the last to first before in COS?
Well, I've only been around the first season before this one.
Okay.
So, trying to remember.
Guys in the chat, if you know, I'd actually want to know.
I know Alpin, I think it was Alp, last season once started on pole and was last for, like, at the lap 1.
Purebred said Fenrique did it in Brazil. Oh, as he goes for a move, switchback. Good move.
Okay, so he gets him. I was just catching R-Bar and Raidcon. R-Bar just got Raidcon as well.
Yep.
Yeah, Useless is right on the back of these guys too on those hards. I don't think that soft move really paid off for him in the grand scheme of things because he's back down there in 8. Yeah, definitely some interesting stuff here in the middle of the pack. I'm trying to bounce back and forth, but we have a 3-way battle up here and then a battle for the lead up
check
there.
penalties. Because we're at the about midway point, if not past that. So Fenrique has the 2 penalties and 1 warning. Alp has been clean the whole race. Swarner has his 2 penalties, 2 warnings, so he's 1 more away from another penalty. Bean has a penalty and a warning. Juventus penalty and 2 warnings. Arbar 2 penalties and a warning.
Useless just tried to pass Raidcon there going into turn 1. That was very close. Closhavis, Alp has gotten a... Fenrique's gonna have the inside, but I think Alp's gonna get the run there.
Yeah, he will. He got the better exit. He had the better traction. You could just see. But Enrique's still there. I mean, this is gonna be a battle to the finish. This is. Oh no! Did Enrique get wing damage? No, he's good.
No,
okay.
he's good. Enrique knows that he has to get past Alp, and he has to make up a lot of ground here.
Yes. It's a good thing we don't use simulation damage, because that could have caused Alp to have a tire puncture.
Yeah.
That would have been really bad.
Looking back a little bit, it looks like Bean Sandwich has finally caught up to Swarner, who's hung on for a lot longer than I thought he would.
Yeah, he's done pretty well.
Yeah, he's got a lot of time to go back to Venice in P5, so I think he'll be looking at probably a P4 here.
Now, Bean, like I said, is not too far away from another penalty, which would put him and Swarner dead neck in having to do it on track. So, I mean, Swarner, if he can be smart and he can play it safe, I mean, you can keep him behind. You can't do it. It's not possible, but if he somehow can manage it with his a little bit laggy car, it'll be interesting to see if Bean gets another penalty.
Oh, Enrique going at it again.
Yeah, that's
very hard race. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to go around the outside. Can he get stuck?
That
Move
is.
he does.
Enrique keeps it around the outside. Got it.
Just backed out. That would have been a great move. You're right, Bod. That was. Did not think he was going to get that close around there.
Yeah. These two really fighting hard.
Yeah, they
are. Last championship fight.
But it's also let Swarner back in. That's the other thing it's allowed. So with these two fighting, Swarner's still around. Alp is gonna push, and he's gonna put some more strain on those tires with the dirty air. And it's possible. I don't know how.
I think the biggest beneficiary from this could probably be Bean, because these guys have been fighting, and Bean's gone from about 3 seconds back to under 2. And he, on a similar strategy, does have a little bit.
I think he's going to get in here if I'm correct. Alp should have the inside. Enrique stays to the outside. Breaks late. Both beside each other. Enrique might get a better exit.
Yeah, looks like Enrique's. I think he's going to have to give it away.
Alp does. Yeah.
Alp does.
Enrique has the
grass.
inside.
Oh.
They're still side by side again. But this time, is Enrique going to get it again?
Oh my lord!
Exactly the same as last lap.
This is some good racing from the front too. I mean, wow. Bean has got by Swarner as well, by the way.
Yeah, it looks like Bean got around him in the same place that Enrique finally finished that. Swarner, you can see in the background, he went pretty wide there, so I'm not sure if he expected that. But yeah, I think Bean is definitely. I mean, he's definitely gonna. He's gaining a lot of time, because those guys just went side by side pretty much the entire last lap, yeah.
I'm gonna, what lap are we on, 28? I'll check penalties one more time for the front three. Again, Enrique hasn't got a warning yet since his 2 penalties, so Alp's still clean, and Bean is 1 warning away from another penalty, so that would put Swarner back in it, and Swarner's 1 penalty away from getting another 3 seconds, so Swarner has to be careful, Bean has to be careful.
Here is R-Bar. He makes a move on Venice for P5. I think he'll probably end up running away from him now.
Let me just check R-Bars just to see where Swarner would be. Okay, so R-Bar actually is tied penalties with Swarner, so Swarner actually would be currently net 4. So good performance from himself to get work that strategy pitting early. We all did. Oh my! Almost commentator's curves. He saved it though. Nice job. As Enrique sets the fastest lap. Wow.
Yeah, he's got to go now. That's a 1:14.1 on the hards.
Yeah, I think the lap times are gonna fall now because they've basically emptied the tanks. I don't know if Enrique's emptied his. If you check your telemetry, it'll tell you how much fuel the 2 guys have. Maybe that'll be a good thing. Enrique pushes to the inside, so he's telling Alp to go around the outside of him. Alp gets the move done, but does go pretty deep, but nice save. Enrique stays there. Bean is actually not even close anymore. Wow, Bean is just, he's just, I wonder if he's just trying to...
Well, I think what happened is the past 2 laps, these guys have gone for fastest lap.
Yeah.
And that is straight, kind of elongated it there as Alp has gone purple in the first 2 sectors, looking to take that fast lap back from Fenrique.
Alp really pushing, but almost pushed a little bit too much because he's twitching. He was twitching out of the last few corners.
There
Almost
it is.
lost it.
This is like a heavyweight fight. I wish Fenrique didn't
Oh,
have...
Fenrique!
do you
What a
want to see?
save! Drifting it around turn 1.
Oh my
What
Lord.
a save!
These guys. Yeah, these
Alp
guys are
deep
really...
into turn there, so it's going to give Alp a little bit of a gap, but I mean, Enrique will catch back up to him because his straight line speed is just incredible. Like, look at this.
Yeah, and I think Alp has pretty much burnt off all his ERS there for that fast lap.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
I think he was pretty much all the way out. So
He does know he has a 6-second buffer, so...
Yeah, I think Fenrique is going to try to get him back here, though, with another fast lap, but it doesn't look like he's going purple. He might have to...
If I was Fenrique, I would save and then send it on the last lap. I think I'd rather almost be behind at the, like when they cross the line for the start of the last lap, so they can get him down the DRS. So I reckon I would save at least for 1 or 2 laps and then just absolutely send it.
Either way,
early and go for it,
great
and then
racing for the two.
Yeah, it's been good to see them going toe to toe. Two of the quickest guys in this tier.
Yes, very
So
much.
they're-
He's saving a little bit now as he understeers a little bit again, going through turn 1. Lost a tiny bit of time again, but still in that DRS zone. So.
Well, if he's running less rear
yeah.
wing, that is, I mean, he's probably starting to lose it around turn 1. There's there's really high speed corners. Back end's probably gonna break loose with these.
Who are they
arms
catching
getting
up to?
there.
Is it Burzy? Yeah,
I
it
think,
is.
yeah, it's got to be Burzy up there, and
He just gets off the
Yeah,
track.
he's just gonna go off the track.
Nice job, Burzy. Well done.
Sportsmanship, pass it on.
Raid's pit for softs, by the way, just separately. So he's bailed out on his hards. They must have not been to his liking. He was in P8, I think it was.
Yeah, and he does have.
think-
He has a big gap, I think, to DK there behind him. Oh no, he doesn't. I think it does.
No, he has a 3-second, but
Yeah.
I mean, he's got the gap. He's not too far away from getting back on Nicholas, and
He'll be a shout for fastest lap as well, so try and get an extra point, so it might work out for him.
shame for Nicholas though, because ever since the incident early on after his pit stop, I mean, it's just it did kill his race, and I think you can tell he's just trying to bring it home and make sure he finishes in the points. Burzy retired in the pits.
There's just no reason
Yeah,
for.
that's a fair enough thing to do. I mean, you're a lap down, like
Yeah. Burzy is saving his, I guess, his MGUK.
Yeah, because Alp has nothing and Fenrique has everything, basically.
So Fenrique is going to just save and then dump it all in the last lap, maybe 2 laps. So he's got his thinking hat on, which is good to see. So we'll see what Alp can do about it, whether he can save enough to defend, or if Fenrique attack will overwhelm him. To wait and see.
He's got nothing to lose at this point, right? So,
I mean, even a P2 is a fantastic result, but I know Fenrique will be wanting that win.
well, he needs to get about another second to Bean, because I think Bean only has the 1 penalty, so he would drop below Bean as we speak because of that second penalty. But Bean is so close to getting.
What was the difference between Arbar and Sprinter? Were they on the same penalties?
They had the same, so the 3-second gap is a gap.
And what about you, Venice, behind him?
Venice, so Swarner, Arba, and Venice all have 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just about to say, yeah, they all have the same, so...
Juventus and Arbar were just going side by side. I didn't know if Juventus...
And I think Eustace has a couple too, so...
Enrique's lining up Alp slipstream. Alp defends the inside from Impressive. He can go around the outside, or if he's going to switch it back.
I think it's a switchback.
I wonder if he was just listening to you though as well, yeah.
Good
Get
traction
the
from
drive, always
Fenrique.
onside. He's got the inside for the next
I think,
turn.
yeah,
He's gonna make
Alp's
us
short
go.
shifting, so I wonder if he's trying to,
Okay,
yeah, he
Alp's
is.
gonna back off.
Yep.
Yeah, Alp's just gonna sit there for, save his ERS so that he can attack on the, back straight. Oh, Fenrique.
I think, Raycon did, put in the fastest lap on the softs. It looks
Yeah,
like
then
he
he got
got
by
past,
Nicholas as well.
yeah, he got by Nicholas, so I think,
So he will get that extra point. Nice. Good for him. Good showing still. I mean, he still made some positions up from the starting point, so, I mean, at the end of the day, it's more points. And if he can still get a couple more, I mean, cool, but yeah. As we go on to the last
one
lap.
now. Yeah, Alps. Wow, Alps spent all its ERS already. Fenrique's in the 60s and Alps in the teens, so Fenrique's got 50% more battery to defend with, so Alp really needs to get around at this corner for any chance.
Well, the only problem is after this, he's going to have no ERS. Look at his ERS, just it's nothing.
7%, 6%. It's really gone. Still catching him. Around the outside. If he doesn't get
Smart
stuck
move
here, I
from
can see it.
Fenrique, yeah. I think Fenrique will get the exit. Alp gets a little bit loose. So really and truthfully, now Alp really needs to...
Remember, Alp doesn't have penalties still, so...
But I don't know if he knows if Fenrique does, so maybe he thinks... Well, he should know if he's using Ash.
Look at this back here for P5. Looks like Arbar, Juventus, and Useless are just all in a line.
Oh! Juventus. Oh no! They did touch. He tried
Juventus,
to avoid him.
Wow, and I think Useless is going to get away with that as Juventus just about took his front wing off.
Nice,
but,
nice man. He gave the position back. Yeah, he wasn't trying to get Arbar, he was just trying to miss everyone, and unfortunately, they tapped each other.
But yeah, we're going to have to, Fenrique definitely driver of the day, 15th, unfortunately on the penalties. He drops down to 3rd, but nonetheless an incredible drive. Being sandwiched in P2, strengthening his championship resume. Tons of points so far.
Oh, Useless got Swarner as well, so Useless up to P4.
Yeah.
Because Useless only had the 1 penalty. So good finish from him too. Top 5 positions, so.
Definitely saves a pretty bad day for Alpha. Yeah, good race from Swarner too in P5. Arbar, Juventus P6, P7, Lopez in P8. Raid in P9 with the extra point for fastest lap, followed by Nicholas, who really just a bummer for him.
And we'll send it off with Wing It too, because Wing It's still coming across the line. Finish the race.
That's that for AM1. Good race again, as expected. So, really great drive from Fenrique. Absolutely fantastic to go from the back to a podium. First on track, but drops down to 3rd on penalties, but still fantastic results. That's our podium there. Good looking podium, isn't it?
Yeah. Do we want to see if they will come for a driver interview this week?
Yep, I'll ask them and invite them to the party.
Alrighty. Aw, unfortunate blank. You had a good start to the race. Just a shame. But I really like this telemetry. I can't say the word, but yeah, I like it a lot.
Telemetry.
Yeah, telemetry.
Definitely cool.
At the end of the race, Fenrique actually had 61% on the front compared to Alp's 65. So they were basically quite close, and actually Fenrique was using the rear a lot more because he had a lot more dag on the rear. So you were right, if he was running that lower rear wing, he definitely used more on the rear of the tires.
Yeah, and here I'm looking at all these the penalties. Man, Alp was the only one without a penalty the entire race. Looks like pretty much everybody had 6 seconds. Bean only had 3, but hard to not put a foot wrong around turn 1 here. So great job for Alp and Bean and Fenrique for that matter.
Well, Burzy was another person without a penalty, but he didn't finish the race, so it's unfortunate. But he didn't even, I don't know if he had a warning, I didn't look. But I mean, winning the race with no penalties is pretty impressive. Guess invites are out.
Yeah, so Alp's on his way.
I was just gonna say for the people in the chat, if you have any questions for our top 3, if you want to put it in the comments, and we'll ask them for you.
Yeah, and a big shout out to HK Raikkonen there, NZ91 on the screen for providing us with those telemetries throughout the race.
Yes.
Definitely makes it a lot easier.
100% correct.
Says it should be really ready in a couple weeks, but yeah, definitely nice to have a producer here sitting in the truck outside. Crunching the numbers for us.
Well, you know what? We just need everyone to get on board with it and put it to public so we can continue to have that telemetry, because it really did make a difference. Let's see. Good race though. Who would you say driver of the day was? I mean, do we give it to Fenrique or do we give it to Alp? It's either or. I mean, really, because I mean, Alp won the race. Led the whole basically way and had to battle a little bit here and there with Fenrique and a couple other Nicholas. Yeah, no warnings, no penalties at all. I mean, that's impressive in itself, especially at Germany. But I mean, you can't take away from Fenrique. I mean, the fact he came from 15th on the grid. I don't even know if he had a setup or not. I mean, we'll find out in a few seconds. But yeah, nonetheless, that was a brilliant drive from both of the gentlemen today, even being in third with a good race. So, put who you think driver of the day was, and we'll announce it at the end of the stream.
Yep, so we've got Alp and Fenrique both in the party, just waiting to see if Bean would like to join.
No, Bean was waiting on a headset last week, so I think he might still.
That's right. We can maybe get started with these guys then.
For sure.
Alrighty.
Bean said no mic.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, so we will get started then. Start with P1, I guess then. Alp, another race, another win.
Yeah, good race. I just wrapped through in general, but yeah, I was able to kind of help me at the end of the day.
Yep. Yeah. So
Not even a warning.
No, I think
Yeah,
I
that's.
got one.
Oh, did you? That was your first one? Damn, commentator's curse.
That was.
Oh, one warning's not too bad, is it?
Yeah, that's still incredible to do around here.
Yes.
Did you guys catch my slide at the start? I thought I had just done it.
Your what?
My slide? Turn 3?
Oh, I don't. Is it when you dropped to P3? Okay. Yeah, I caught the end of it. I don't think I got it.
Isn't it? Not enough place went there.
Yeah, we had just trying to keep up with everybody there.
Yeah. So, with the strategy, the early safety car, what were you thinking there?
So yesterday in E1 we had a similar situation, but the safety car came out on lap 10 and the tires, they felt good at the end, but I didn't feel like I could stretch it 5 more laps in that race, so I didn't see the point of pinning.
Yep.
They didn't. I saw.
Well, you had a hell of a race, that's all I can say is a hell of a race. I mean, you were there for the most of it, you're up there basically the whole time. And from when the safety car came in to when you came out of the pits and got the lead back, you kind of, you know, controlled it enough. I mean, yes, you did have the battle with Enrique, and you guys had an awesome battle, by the way. Absolutely brilliant between the two of you. You both left space, and you both were racing very fast because you were able to pull a gap to Swarner and then to Beam, and it was awesome to see from the two of you.
It was great. It was a very clean battle. I didn't take many risks because I knew I'd beat him on penalties. But yeah, I wanted to win on track, but that didn't happen.
You tried it. You sure did send it, but if Enrique just was able to cover that one move off, and then after that, it's kind of hard to get through.
Yep.
Anyway, cracking race. Congratulations on the win, Alp. We might move on to Fenrique. Cracking race, mate. From last on the grid,
Thanks, bro.
saw you drop out just before qualifying started, which is really disappointing. You didn't appear on the qualifying grid, so but you've absolutely made up for that in the race. Another great drive from the back. Yeah, walk us through your race.
Thanks, bro. I tried not to take risks at the start, but I love this track, but I hate turn one, and I don't know how Alpha didn't take penalties, but yeah, I came in for this race really confident, and I really worked on this setup for this race.
Yeah, it's definitely paid off in a good result. So
Yeah.
super job to get on the podium. Good to see you back in that Merc again. Your race with Merc from last season, and good to see you battling up with Alp again. So very reminiscent of last season.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, after unfortunate kind of fairly unlucky start to the season, you could say, with a few things not quite going your way, it's good to see you back up at front. So I think you've been voted in chat as well as probably by us commentators as driver of the day. So
We only had one.
Thanks.
Yeah, we only had one person. I guess everyone kind of dipped out early, but everyone was saying about how you did it back in Brazil when you did because I was asking who's the last person to do the last to first, and they were saying last season you did that at Brazil, so they were definitely cheering you on as you were going through. Lots of fun you brought to us today and last week. I mean, you've really put yourself in the fight, at least for the constructors. If you can keep this up with Bean, I mean, you've really helped yourself now for sure in the last couple weeks.
Being finished in P2, right?
Yes, you were P3, he was P2.
Okay.
So you both got, and Raid had the fastest lap, so.
Yeah, Raid threw some soft songs like 2 laps ago. He definitely cucked you guys. So, so that's yeah, that was just
you guys were
incredible.
battling for
Yeah,
that.
it was an incredible battle. That was one of the best things I've seen in a while.
Yo, so incredible. Out.
Yeah, just throwing punches back and forth, swapping fastest laps and whatnot. Kano, Bod, where are we at next week?
We are at Hungary.
Hungry, yeah.
Ooh, beautiful Budapest. Well,
The race got cancelled last season because of PSN issues.
well, I'm glad you guys got your side-by-side racing out of your systems for that, because it's gonna be a little more straightforward. But yeah, we will see you all week next week on our Twitch. You can check us out on YouTube after the fact. But yeah, for Bod and Kano and Enrique and Alp, this is Kitten signing off for the night. Thanks everybody. Hope you enjoyed.
Thanks.